Now is Monday.
Now is Monday.
You're listening to KROV-FM, the heart and soul of San Antonio. It's the Now is Money show. I'm over right now because I got the GOAT, the Eagle, and I got special producers in the building from out of town that just got off the plane. And you're listening to the Now is Money show that comes on every Monday and Friday, 4:30 to 8. And in the studio with me is
Dooley KP. You know what I'm saying? The king country people and the country poet, as you know.
And again, tell everybody again. Now, what all do you do? I know you sing, you write, you produce music, you produce films, and what all that stuff you do?
So, like I said, I have a label, so I'm more on the management side too, as far as the business with artists. Like I said, I write music, I rap. I love to perform, so stage is my thing. And then, like I say, just in these movies now, trying to converse over. So I wrote, and directed, and produced, and y'all see that debut movie Trap coming soon.
Now, we're going to play this Step Into the Night coming up next. But I know Legacy brought you in, so you had to be good. So I just said, I'm going to hang around and do that stuff. But right now, let's play one of your songs. Tell us about this song that we're going to play.
For sure. It's called Steps Tonight. It's featuring my partner, my fam, Lucky Luciano. He actually looked up and did this one, for the steppers, and get groove on some grown folks music, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, stepping, I was doing some stepping for a while. Stepping got in there. Stepping is nice.
For sure, you gotta know. It makes people move.
I'm telling you. Here we go. Please. You heard it on the Now is Money show on KROV-FM. Tell us about this song.
For sure. It's featuring the family, like Luciano, Cashmere Sandpaper on the hook, and we had produced by Blame Chef. It was a song we came up with in the studio, going over some beats, because Chef like, I owe you some music. And I was like, cool. And we, sat down and I went to harmonizing and putting something together. And Cashmere with the, harmonizing with his vocal. And then like, hey, I started dancing in the studio, moving a little bit. And I was like, let's do something for the step.
I'm telling you, that sounded like you wanted to step. Maybe you wanted me to put my dancing shoes on and do some stepping on it. Because stepping is kind of romantic and it's got a little groove into it. And it's just hanging in there with the stepping. I'm telling you, that stepping, it's almost like waltzing and just did a little classic. And then when you take your personal touch in it, you just got it on there.
For sure. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, like I say, you just want to, sometimes you want people to make people move.
Yeah, and it is just so nice to move that way because it's not a hard move. It's smooth. It's like a glide a little bit. Yeah. Yes. Now, what's your movie about?
So the movie, something I written 20 years ago, is pretty much about a guy who's trying to change their life around at a certain situation, and he kept finding himself trapped like a revolving door. Just like in life, you want to excel and try to, change, but certain situations hold you back, whether it's, relationships, a job, whatever the case may be. You feel like you're just trapped in the situation. So we call it a trap. Well, I wrote a book. There was a script first, and we turned it to a book, and it was called The Trap Original, which you can also find on Amazon. And then, when we converted it back then, we just took the trap off and just made the trap.
Shoot. Now, I bet you've been through some stuff. I bet you done been through some hard stuff because anybody that's been through that much talent done been through something.
For sure.
So I bet you done had some hassles and stuff and everything.
It's been a long journey, yeah.
It's about time for you to get some success and just multiply. Yeah. I'll tell you. So are you looking for people to work for you, with you, or being in the movie and stuff? How can people get in touch with you?
Always, you can always, like I say, Facebook, Instagram, emails even. Like any way you can just reach out. Like I said, you hit me up. I'm always game to work with people. Like everybody in this movie, it was opportunity for, you know what I'm saying? With the exception of Ray Midnight. Shout out to Ray and shout out to the whole cast of the Trap movie. Everybody was their first time out. You know what I'm saying? I gave everybody opportunity to be in the movie on their first very one. A lot of people was like, hey, I always wanted to do film and wanted to act, whatever the case may be. So I was like, okay, if I got opportunity, I went back to the home. Also in Arizona where I'm at, I went back to Georgia, and then I reached out to folks and like, hey man, you got this opportunity if you really want to do it. And they did it. So every time I'm always looking for something to help people, everything I do.
So how long are you going to be in San Antonio? And what are you looking for?
I'm just a Monday morning, I believe. I head back to Monday.
Okay, and you with the, I say the GOAT because that's what everybody talks about, but he's the eagle because he flying. I'm telling you,
Sure.
and and Legacy is one of the people that if he calls, I pick up the phone, trying to do no matter what I do, because he's got so much talent, and he's been also doing the post on the YouTube and the Facebook about growth, discipline, and everything, and that is all about the Now is Money thing.
For sure, for sure.
And I tell you. So your project coming up next is awesome, and you're gonna do the movie,
Yeah.
and you still gonna do some more stepping.
Oh, yeah, man, of course. Like I said, the movie Trap will be premiering in November. We got a couple of premieres and a couple of theaters and things and whatnot. And then we also gonna be actually going on some platforms to where you can actually watch it and so.
Good. I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate you having me.
And I know I'm staying. It's 9:00. It's an hour over, but I stayed just because the ego told me that you was coming in, and I'm saying I'm gonna stay. I'm telling you.
Appreciate your love.
So tell us again, and let everybody know, and be close and be quiet. I mean, be good and be clear about where they can get in touch with you and how they can find out where you're at.
On all platforms, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, it's Dooley KP. It's DOOLEY. K as in kite, P as in pop. Dooley KP. Anywhere you just put that in, you'll find it.
I appreciate everything, and I
Appreciate
appreciate you coming on. One of these times you got to come in when we're on time, and in the morning, and then that stuff, 4:30 to 8. And not only that, we can also do it on the phone and on the Zoom and that stuff too.
For sure. Even possibly, I get back and you get settled. We might can also get some of the cast members from the movie too. So, it may be gang for.
I am. I'm Alan Jay Copeland, and you are?
I'm Dooley KP.
You've been listening to the Now is Money Show, only on KROV-FM, the Heart and Soul.